What you got? So let's start it off like we always do. What have you guys been playing lately?
You want to go first?
Hmm.
Sure, I'll go first.
I haven't played anything.
Have you?
Go for it.
All right,
Dude,
so
I don't think so. Since you have something to actually say.
I don't
Go,
think
you
so.
Come
Wow.
on, Tex. You must have been playing something in the past.
Yeah, man. Even a phone game, something. You can't say you haven't played anything.
I know.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah? Shit, there's just less and less time for video games. It's so depressing. But I got my air tire pressure to 32 psi. So good times. Good times.
No idea what
Adult
that
life.
just, just like pounds per square inch.
Is that a?
But yeah, that's good. I've been playing. What is it? Well, mostly the day, but over the weekend too, was Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. I still have to pass that one.
Yeah.
I want to get into the other ones like Conquest and was it Revelations.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to catch up on that stuff because I have been doing a lot of streaming of the VR stuff, especially Chronos, which is a lot of fun. Not as hard as Dark Souls, but still kicking my butt, so that's okay.
All right.
And I'm not afraid to admit that Fire Emblem Fates I'm playing on casual because I just end up reloading anyway if anybody dies. So I'm like, why am I gonna waste that time? There's so many other games to play.
No, I did the same thing. I can't deal with permadeath. Not in the genre that I'm not like familiar with. Like I'm not good with the RTSs and turn-based strategy games. So it's
Yeah.
I
But
kind of like you die. Like you're dead.
yeah,
You know,
no,
the games that just have you respawning all the time. I miss the old days.
Oh yeah.
Well, which game were you thinking of?
SOCOM.
Oh,
Online game. You die. You gotta watch all your other team members go around and play. It's like,
that's true.
That's till
true,
the end
I
of the
remember that.
round, though. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like-
but that's fine.
Yeah.
No, in
That's what
Fire
I'm saying.
Emblem, your character dies. They die for the entire game.
Oh, like they're done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just it.
yeah.
You're done. That's permadeath. They
I think
die.
you're playing classic. Yeah, classic difficulty.
So that's like saying if you died in SOCOM, then you just don't get to play SOCOM anymore. You have to wait for SOCOM 2.
Damn.
I know, imagine.
Yeah, my KD ratio was garbage too. I would have been so
I
mad.
know.
Actually, you wouldn't because you would only have one death. That's
That
it.
would have been it. I would have been like, spawn. Ooh, wow, this game was really pretty. Let me check out the map. Bam.
I am dead.
Game auto delete from your hard drive.
I know.
It is.
Like scratches up the disc or something so you can't play it.
That would be an interesting game. Just,
No, that's an abomination. No one would pay for that. It'd have to be free to play.
Yeah, that would be. Because,
No one's gonna pay
yeah,
$60
that'd be
to have something destroy their console.
Well, not the console, just destroy the disc that you bought. Because
Yeah.
back in the day, I don't think PlayStation 2, or was it PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation 2. They didn't really download you games back then, right? I don't remember.
No,
doing that.
no. Internet connection
No.
was very limited. I think it was only used for
Yeah.
maybe Fantasy Star. No, Final Fantasy 11 was the main use of the internet connection for PS2.
That and well, the SOCOM too.
SOCOM.
Yeah,
I remember buying it. You had to buy the little extension. On
How about the
PS2.
headset?
the Ethernet
Well, everything.
adapter that you needed for the PS2 to
Yeah.
go in there because it wasn't
Yeah.
that high up.
Yeah.
That changed my gaming experience. Honestly, that was it. It was like, I'm playing with people everywhere? What?
I know.
Yeah,
it's
it opened
crazy.
up. Before the widespread of the internet, we had the LAN party, and that was a myth because you actually had to lug your computer to a friend's house or something like that to play on a local network. The internet
Yeah.
opened it up so you could still play with those friends even though you're not in the same area. I mean, people can have your consoles, but there's certain games that would support multiplayer, but they just couldn't. Not everyone liked split screen. Actually, there's
Yeah.
a great dearth of games that have split screen nowadays. Like, just nobody's coding for it anymore because of the internet, and they assume that people just don't want to play with people in their own houses. So
Yeah, which is, I don't know, I think that's kind of garbage. I saw, there was some posts on Reddit too about people are like, why is there no more like split screen games? It's like, they don't want you to play with your friends in the same house.
because nobody.
And I agree.
No, you play with people in the same house, and you only need one console, right? What's the point in that? You know, there's an incentive into doing that, as well as, you know, doing things over the internet gives you that flexibility. I don't see why you can't do it for both, but I mean, to each their own. They're allowed to code it as they see fit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what you been playing, Alex?
Oh, I've been playing a lot. I've been enjoying the free time that I got. So where do I begin? Smite, as always. I guess that should just be a given. So I probably won't even bring it up anymore. Actually, no, because I don't want people thinking I stopped playing. I'm always playing Smite.
Yeah.
I'll just put my...
That was a fun game.
Always. That's my username. Find me on PC. Outside of Smite, though, I've been playing a lot of Hex, a lot of Pokemon trading card game. I dipped back into Guild Wars 2 for a short bit, and then I
Really?
stopped
How's that
again.
going?
The new content is a little grindy, and because I don't have a crew to roll with, I'm not willing to tolerate that. They have raids now, but we never had a group that big enough to do a raid anyway, so we could barely get a group to do a dungeon. You know, it's that end game content which we will roll back to towards the end game, like towards the topic of the show. So I won't go too much into it. I played a little bit of 20XX. I tried to play Night Squad, but the way that the Xbox controller is set up is that there's it takes the Z-axis, which are the back triggers, and it's like they're always being held down. And the people who coded Night Squad didn't really code for that change when they went from DirectX to DirectX 12. So it's just forever broken.
Weird.
You can't use an Xbox One controller. Now, if you had an Xbox 360 and you were using a code, you can trick it, right? You could. There's a driver that you could, you know, go back to and use it. But if you're using the Xbox One controller, and I'm using that in a wireless adapter, I'm pretty much fucked. So I have to switch back to my Logitech maybe and switch it to like XInput. I haven't tried it yet though, and I'm just like, well, this sucks because I had a lot of fun playing with it at PAX East on the floor, and. But 20XX is still fun.
Are they going to fix it? You know if the developers are working on it?
There has been no... From all the forums that I can read about it on Steam, they have no intentions of fixing it. Which is really freaking weird, because you want to get your hands on as many people as possible. And the fucking thing is, when the game launches, they tell you that this is best played with a controller, and there's a fucking Xbox controller on the screen that they show you a picture of. So I'm just sitting here with my fucking Xbox controller, like, what the fuck? You know, and I was like, I paid money for this and I can't play it. And it's really a fun game, and I'd love to play it, and I'd love to play it with you guys, but I can't. Or unless I'm gonna see if the Logitech controller works, and if that works, then maybe I'm back in business. But I want to use the Xbox One controller. That's why I bought the adapter.
Wait. What about? I mean, there's nothing on the Steam forums. Nobody's suggesting any way for fixing it, or
there is no way. I've checked every forum: Microsoft forums, Steam forums, Xbox forums, and they all say the same thing. They're pretty much fucked.
Oh wow!
Which is garbage. It really is.
That is garbage.
On and off again.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've tried that too, Ruben. That was the first thing I tried. I was like, you know what? Let me pop the batteries out. Let's see if
It's
something's wrong
IT
here.
advice.
Yeah.
IT advice.
I mean, just give it a shot. Let's go.
I tried resyncing.
Yeah.
Anything with a re in it, I tried it already. Reinstalled the drivers. I've been there.
Sad face, bro.
Yeah, but that's just how it's been. Anything else that I've been playing? I'm trying to see. I closed Steam, so I wouldn't know. Oh, The Division, of course. Me and the wife have been going at it. The Division.
Yeah. Really?
And yeah, she's really into it. Wrong streak. Did you turn the computer on?
Did you pay your power bill?
Yeah, that's how we're here.
That's way to say.
But yeah, The Division it's really good. And it's something that you would think that you'd have to spend hours playing, but if you're not in the zeitgeist, if you're not chasing stuff in the Dark Zone, if you're just playing the game to play the game, then you take it at your own leisure. It's almost like a different thing. Like, I don't feel like I need to be grinding stuff in the Dark Zone. I haven't even been there yet. But me and the wife will go around doing encounters, trying to build up. We're still trying to build up the wings and just do missions on the go. And that's been really, really fun, and a surprising co-op that she's taken quite a liking to.
Oh, cool. Wait, what level you guys do?
She's catching up to my initial character, so my character just turned 16, I mean. So she's at 12. So we can most definitely roll.
I'm level 26 or 27.
Jesus.
Now, backtracking. Do you guys play Destiny?
I do, and I haven't turned on
I
my
have.
PS4 in a while.
I haven't.
Does Norman do?
I don't play. I haven't played it in a while.
Well, she
I don't have anybody
can't.
to play with.
Well, we need to get that going. And I happen to have
Yeah.
a capture card, so we can stream those sessions.
Oh, that'd
What?
be cool.
Down. I'm decent, but nah.
No, it's
Good
alright.
day.
It's just fun. Yeah, the
That dog's
Destiny.
knocked out, by the way.
We
Look at that
should.
dog.
Yeah, he's done.
Kind of like nuzzled in there, and I'm gone.
Yeah, and I haven't even
That's what
jumped
he
back
does.
into. No, it's alright. It's this conversational podcast, man. We can talk about anything. And we just, haven't stepped into it, and that will go again back to topic of the show when we get there, to the abandoned list. So let's just move on with the recent news. Past news in the past week. There's really just 3 stories that we want to know, and if there's anything else you guys want to bring up. First and foremost, Battlefield 1 has been announced. The next Battlefield is not a 5, which was, speculated, of course. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, right? No, it's Battlefield 1, and they are doing sort of a throwback to the original World War I scene, but it's a little of alternate timeline World War I. And you can check out
Why can't that be 5? Why do you have to fuck me over, man? Just call it 5.
Because they need to be edgy, and they don't want you, because they're trying to break away from the ideal of the cookie cutter. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. I mean, that's the major complaint with their major competitor, Call of Duty, right? It's the same game over and over again. So they're like, well, we're going to make another one, but we're doing it vastly different. We're going back to our roots. We can't just call it 5, because people are going to assume it's 4+, with the same gray theme that they have on all their promotional materials and on their website. So they're going back to 1.
Yeah. They never had a Battlefield 1. That's why. They started with Battlefield 1942.
42, exactly.
I played that one. I played that one back when I was in the barracks.
Just because you fucked up back then, naming your shit, doesn't mean you fuck up again. It's like, oh, look at this duck-looking, duck-sounding thing, labeling it a pigeon. Like, it's still 5, though.
No, I mean,
they're just trying to stand out.
It's not the 5th in the iteration, right? Because after Battlefield 4, they did have a Battlefield Hardline, which was more of like a how can I put it, like a heist sort of thing, like a cops and robbers sort of motif to it that they had. Then instead of the military style shooters that Battlefield 3 and 4 have been, because I've played every one since 2. Actually, I played a little bit in 1942. Because I bought it after I played 2, but that then it was too old. But 2 was great because of back then their physics engine, the Frostbite engine, was amazing. It was the first time ragdoll physics, open fields. You can actually fly aircraft and stuff in a multiplayer map and fly across the field. And she'll be like, I learned how to fly a helicopter. Exactly.
That was mind-blowing thing to start. Like, it was like, that guy's in that building. I'm gonna make my own entrance to that building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I played 2. I played 3. I played, what's just the one in between?
I played 4.
Bad Company.
Oh, Bad Company. That's right.
I played 4 as well. I have 4 currently. I just haven't played it in a long time. So I'm interested in what Battlefield 1 has to bring, because the trailer looks really cool. People on horses, people on like wing guns and
seems interesting.
Looks like trench combat. You got people with flamethrowers, so it looks really, really interesting, and I'd like to take a look at it. And I figured, this is, it's really their big announcement, the EA, for the Battlefield, because Call of Duty just announced Modern Warfare 1 again. They're remaking the original Modern Warfare, or is it Modern Warfare 2? I don't remember which one.
I don't know. There's just so many of those. But I remember 2 things. Like I remember. Well, Battlefield 4 for Origins, they let you get the game for free and play for free for like a week or something. So I passed the single-player game, and then I never played it again after that.
Yeah.
And then for what was it? For Battlefield 2 as well. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, I never played Hardline, but this Battlefield 1. I mean, I still think that they're just changing up the name in order to get more attention to it. That's all. People are going to be confounded and be like, wait, I thought they had Battlefield 5. Why are they Battlefield 1 now? So
that's true.
Pretty sure that's what that's all about.
And remember, Battlefield 2 didn't have a storyline mode. Like they didn't traditionally have one until that company. You know, so they were just. It blew my mind. I was looking for the multiplayer to learn how to play the single player to learn how to play the game, and it just wasn't there. And I was like, oh, okay, I can get used to just jumping into matches. It had its downsides. Battlefield 2 had infamously long load times for their maps because the graphics engine was so intensive. You needed a powerful PC to run it well anyways, and it took a while to load a map. Like, you're talking about a minute to 2 minutes to load a map, which is a long time waiting to jump into a match.
A long time when you want to just shoot something real quick.
Exactly. Seriously. You want to jump in for a round, and 2 minutes is waiting to get in. So, but it looked really good when you got in. Like, when you got in, you know, it wasn't buggy or anything, and it just played well, and the experience was so big. And the matches were long, so it justified the wait almost.
I gotta make a request of you guys.
What do you need?
So, I got a friend of mine watching us, but she's like, oh, I don't want to chat. So, can you guys tell her, yo, fucking chat?
Just jump on chat.
Is that
her?
Seriously,
just hop on
Molten
the
Princess?
Chat.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea what her name is on this thing.
She's been around for a while. She's just been lurking really hard, and I appreciate the love either way. Thank you so much.
So,
but does your friend have an account?
Hi.
I don't know. See, we'll pause and wait. You gotta say
we'll
something
pause.
in the chat now.
We'll wait. Hold on. Let's have a moratorium. Wait till she says something.
She might not have an account. Might not have an account.
It's my friend. That's not that person.
Yeah.
Oh, Molten Princess Kiki's friend?
Ah, boo.
Yeah.
Okay, she says she needs an account. Boo. Alright, whatever then.
See? It's okay.
It's alright, it's cool. We appreciate the views anyway. Stop by and please make an account.
What?
Hello from Russia. Please say... I ain't saying that because I don't know what it means. But, hi.
I gotta look it up now.
Hi, Crayfish. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the love.
Also, I gotta say, Battlefield 1, if it looks it's just as good as Star Wars Battlefront, I don't know, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful game because I really love the graphics in Star Wars.
But
I don't know if you guys...
that's the Frostbite engine. It's never failed to impress. Like, it's on the level of high-end engines like Crytek and everything, especially when it comes to multiplayer shooters because they have that physics engine. You know, when NVIDIA was first announcing its physics engine cards, like, you know, with NVIDIA Physics, you know, the Frostbite engine was one of the first engines to really take advantage of that. So that's where you get the ragdoll body physics, explosions, destructible buildings. It really took advantage of all that, and then they just built on it year after year after year. So it's almost become where Battlefield is the way to showcase the new Frostbite. And this way, the Star Wars Battlefront became a way to showcase the new Frostbite. Actually, is it on the new Frostbite? Don't take my word for that. I'm not sure.
Too late quoted you. That's it.
Oh, that's what it is. I looked
official.
it up.
All right.
I looked it up. I looked up what that what Crayfish asked us.
What's
I guess it's a Russian meme. It's a Russian meme. It's like internet slang. I guess it's supposed to mean like.
Oh shit! It's that boy. What up, son?
But yeah, it's just a meme.
All right,
cool.
Gotcha.
As long as it's
It
harmless.
means pretty much like whore bitch or something like that.
Leave it to the internet, folks. Leave it to the internet. Which is cool. But let's move along. Let's move along. Next item of I guess news or release. Uncharted 4 releases midnight. What are you guys interested? Do you guys care? I know I've played all three. I'm a big fan. I already pre-ordered it, so actually I'm going to turn on my PS4 and start preloading it.
Oh, you got the electronic copy then?
Yeah, I bought it right off as soon as they announced the pre-order, I pre-ordered it off PlayStation Store. I was just like, I know I'm going to get this. I might as well pre-order it now. And
Why?
Get whatever.
Join me in my hate to pre-ordering shit. Just hate it. Hate it with your soul.
There's certain games.
I stand with you with your stance. You know what I mean? But I had the money. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to, like...
It's not about having the money. I have the money too, but you're just giving them incentive to just release shit half-ass. It's like, gimme. Like, no, finish your game. If I hear bad things, I'm not gonna get it. Finish your game.
Okay. All right, Bronx, you got the copy from GameStop, so you'll be going. There are some GameStops holding midnight releases, so they'll be releasing their game in the middle of the night for people to line up and go. I've never been to a midnight release. I don't think either of you have been. Have you been? Sergio, have you been to a midnight release? I know Ruben hasn't.
Yeah, I have.
Do a release?
A midnight release for a game.
I've been. Where did I go? I think it was the Orange Box, and I went to GameStop for it.
Oh, Orange Box. Jeez, yeah.
How was
that?
it?
Was a big Half-Life.
How was the energy? Was there people excited to be online? Was it cold? Or was it
It was chill. People behaved themselves. People were excited.
Okay.
It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing bad to report. Nope, no one swung. No.
I never felt it to be worth waiting in line for a game like that. I don't know why.
Yo, the fact that Half-Life was so good, they didn't finish it. Like,
I know.
They didn't finish it. Oh, but did they? Half-Life 3 confirmed.
This is what every say is gonna.
fucking A, man.
What? There's 3 people on this podcast today. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Just take anything.
It's May 9th, divisible by 3. Oh my god.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Oh.
And the funny thing is, I could care less. Like, I could not care less. Like, I really couldn't. Like, but that's okay.
Man, I don't know. The last one I went to was like for Halo 4, I think, when it came out for Xbox 360.
That was a big release. The Halo releases were historically always large. After 1 came out, it was just like bigger and bigger. And that was, some of the first times that they were saying, oh, when they started comparing video game sales to movie sales. Was when the Halos came out and they said this is the big, when they started recognizing games as big multimedia releases, they would stop dropping this game released and sold this one. This is the biggest multimedia release of the year. That's what I remember of the Halo releases when they first, after 1, they were like, it just sold again. It outsold this movie, which is really cool for games from a standpoint to finally be getting the recognition it deserves amongst the other media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up.
Oh man. But yeah, totally excited for Uncharted 4. I'm not gonna pick it up till tomorrow though, because I don't know if my Best Buy is doing the midnight release.
That's gonna complete 1 and 2 and 3.
What?
You gotta play them, man. They're so good.
Whoa! Really?
Jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said this last week too. It's just.
And I'm playing Witcher right now, so it's like that's my other.
Oh well, I'll see you next year then. Like you won't have.
Too many games, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And we will talk about that going forward. But let's move on to the third news topic, which is Pokemon Sun and Moon. We should be getting more details on them tomorrow. I think they're still slated to release this year. As a Pokemon fan, I'm kind of interested to see what they have. I'm not dying to play it, but I probably will get it.
Mm-hmm.
I always go for the blue of the types because blue is my color. Blastoise for the win. Squirtle Squad is the best squad. So
But you picked Squirtle?
Of course you did. Anybody who didn't pick Squirtle just didn't know what they were doing.
Do you not understand that Charmander becomes a fucking dragon?
I know,
that's cute.
That's what I went with.
That's cute, but dragons are a dime of a dozen. This is a turtle with like cannons on his back. He has artillery.
You have the right to be wrong. It's okay.
Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, you pit your Charizard against my Blastoise any day. We'll see who wins. We'll see who comes out on top.
All right, that's not fair because of
I know, yeah. I know.
My case in point.
Oh. My fifis.
Cool.
The latest one I played was the X and Y. I didn't try the Ruby. I think it was called, right? That's the last one.
Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I have them both,
Yeah.
so I beat it. So maybe I can lend it to you. I don't know if I care about the save. X and Y though, Greninja. I'm always a fan of the water Pokemon. Greninja is one of my favorite to come out. He's my favorite since Samurott. So there was Samurott, Greninja, which is nice with doing it. Samurai and Ninja, which is really nice.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
But yeah, he's cool with the water shuriken, and he had a substitute. He had the substitute skill, so it was really nice. So the minute I jump into a match, I just break out, and they just fight me with the substitute, and then I just throw water shurikens. It's really cool.
Ah, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, he's a ninja, man. He just handles business. He got the job done. You know, you carry your starter to the end. You never drop your starter. It's just unheard of that people like. I've never heard of anybody who boxed their starter. You know what I mean? Like nobody puts their starter on the bench.
No, I still have my starter too. I picked I forgot what the heck it was.
You take them all the way to the Pokemon League.
Yeah, I did. Or at least that's where I'm at right now, anyway.
So I'm looking forward to checking out what they have to offer, what the starters look like. I think I've seen leaked pictures. I don't remember being too impressed. The fact that I can't remember sort of tells you how. Hey, Lady of Victory, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, late night.
What's up?
So I don't see myself being like thoroughly impressed because I like to jump in and out every couple generations.
Yeah.
Just to see what's going on because, like we discussed on several episodes, that it's just Pokemon will always hold a place in my heart. I'm excited for Go. I'll have a love for that franchise. Notice how Yokai Watch didn't sell that hot in the States. It was supposed to be the next Pokemon because it's a big rave in Japan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was a big deal in Japan to the point where they still had the same level of merchandising that Pokemon had, but it came to the States and it just didn't sell. They just could not get it off the ground. Which sucks because I heard it's a good game. It's a good concept. It's just you can't supplant what Pokemon did, especially on the right before the 20th year anniversary.
Oh yeah. That's
it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it's just bad timing.
I think that covers the news. If you guys have any other things you remember from hearing in the news, hearing on podcasts, and the like.
I don't know. I'm kind of happy about the new graphics cards coming out, even though I just bought a new one recently. But I'm gonna wait for like the 1080 Ti anyway. So
it's usually a rule. The moment you buy a graphics card or anything, the next one comes.
Oh yeah, you wait so long. You're like, it's gonna come out soon. It's gonna come out soon, and you're just like, you know what? I can't wait anymore, so I'm gonna get it. But I mean, it's the first version. I'm gonna wait till the second version, and hopefully most games will be able to make the most use out of it anyway by then.
All right.
Let's see.
Cool. All right. So then, I guess this is more of a administrative note. So we were talking about
make a habit of
games.
playing something every week.
You should.
So hard.
What?
Even if it's mobile, talk about it, man. I see a lot of people playing that Clash of Clans spinoff. Some people are even streaming it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really do mobile. Mobile games are addictive, and then I'm gonna be at my desk at work just.
Actually, that's where I saw it. Somebody was playing it at work, and I was just like, how can you not at least go to the bathroom, man? And
I know.
but
my coworkers, they love these card games.
Which ones?
Hearthstone?
I believe it's Hearthstone, yeah.
Yeah, Hearthstone's really popular right now.
They can just sit there and play. I'm like, all right, you don't care about getting fired. That's interesting.
Because it'll play in a browser. And I would never do that at work. That's just reckless. First of all, how are they able to play at work?
Well, it's on the phone. It's on the phone, too.
Oh, yeah. But how do you play it on the phone? A tablet I get. Playing it on your phone looks a little weird. My fingers are really big. I already have problems, doing swipe to type.
Dude,
that
is an Alex problem. That is
it is.
See?
Yeah, forget y'all.
Bam.
All right? Yeah, y'all know what's wrong. Big people problem.
It's like, let me hit Q.
It's what it does, though. So autocorrect is just like, that's not what you tried to type. I was like, I know what I tried to type. They're like, no, that's not what you tried to type. So I'm just like, tippy toe. Okay. Now I get you. I'm just like, shut up, phone. I own you.
Get a stylus.
Right. I do have a stylus. I have the note, but I don't want to pull it out every time I want to text.
Fair.
I have the stupid stylus
right
here.
Problems.
Wait,
if it's right there already there, I'm thinking, oh, you have to go get it from your bag. If it's in your phone...
No, it's in the phone. But it's like, okay, I want to text. I already have to unlock my phone. And then I've got to pop the thing out.
God forbid. Oh, no.
That's too much work, man. You ask too much. You ask too much. You've gone too far. But, yeah, but speaking on the topic of card games, we as a casual consortium with friends from Terminus Gaming have decided to make Hex our card game of choice. Now, that being said, a lot of people are still digging the Pokemon Hex, Shards of Fate. You were on that email and on that meeting?
What happened was? I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Got it. It's called Google Translate Bonstreaker. That's how we speak Russian.
Dude, you don't know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're all Russian here.
Хорошо.
But yeah, X looks pretty interesting, man. The game mechanics is fun, and
it's very
I'm really
Magic-esque.
enjoying, like, how fast it is. It's fast.
Pokemon's faster,
nice.
honestly, and it's honestly Pokemon's the most
Think
generous
so?
card game I've seen. Like, you just get cards. Like, every 7 days you log in, and they don't have to be consecutive, by the way, you get a pack. A booster pack. Just like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
You serious? Really? Okay. But Hex was the one we decided as a group. I figured we should be open to having both. I mean, this is a meeting we really should have offline, but I think we should have it here with users. So, because we want to open this up to the followers. You know, if you're following us, you're watching us, you're hanging out with us, we want to be able to play games with you as well. Maybe hold tournaments, maybe have prizes. We're looking to see how people respond, how people want to play. In either game, just hit us up. Email and Twitter's right there on top. Direct message us. Or send us an email, even more likely, with your usernames in those games. Hex Shards of Fate. We'll update links and we'll update all the panels on the site later to include that. So when we decide to host a tournament, or maybe even have a game night, we'll do it on stream. You can see what you guys are doing and have a good time. We're hoping you enjoy it to sort of get back into a card game and sort of build that sort of community for ourselves, as well as also coming up with Let's Plays for things like Destiny and stuff like that. I think we should really hold a meeting offline to get an actual game night going. So
we should.
I don't know, because I want to stream us playing and having fun like we normally do offline.
Yeah.
I want to bring that to the people here.
I agree.
What do you think, Ruben?
I would love a group FPS. I mean, I'm great with the card game, cool. But you know how I like shooting people in the face.
Yes. And there's so many coming out. Overwatch is really, really good. Lawbreakers looks really good.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm hoping console over PC. Only because my PC isn't as souped up as it should be.
With Overwatch, isn't there crossplay or no? I forgot.
Is there that would be so bad.
I don't think that's been confirmed. That has not been confirmed.
Any game crossplay, PC's just going to wipe the floor. They have to, like,
Rocket
do
League?
something to even it.
I think that's the only one, Lynn.
Well, I mean, I think the way they try to compensate for people who have controllers is they do auto target or whatever, or auto assist, auto aim assist or whatever. Yeah.
Assist.
So that's how they try to compensate.
Okay.
I think they do that with what's that one game? Oh man, I can't think now. It's it's the one you guys are playing.
Destiny? Oh no, the Division.
Division, yeah.
There we go.
So they do that too. There was like this one video that I saw where somebody was kind of abusing the auto aim assist because they're playing with a controller. So what you do is like you press and release like aim real quick, and then that way it keeps locking on the person as they're moving.
Got it.
So they're like changing back and forth and just like killing everybody.
That's real disingenuous. But I mean, if the system allows it, it allows it, right? Like, if they need to fix that, if that's not how it's intended to go, they will patch a fix for that. So I'm not concerned about that. But yeah, most definitely, the Division's also on the table. Destiny's also on the table. Hey, MechTech has arrived.
Hey, MechTech.
We're going to edit the scene and get him in here.
Our fourth. Come on.
Come on in.
I want to see the video jump around.
There we go. No, because we have 3, it doesn't jump around. That's why I was trying to get you on here. So it doesn't break anything. All we have to do is, hold on.
We should play Overwatch, damn it.
I pre-ordered it. I played. The beta's still here.
I pre-ordered.
We can, on launch, because we don't want to upset Ruben, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go, please. For the love of God.
All right, let's get another... please enter
that's
a
a
name.
bad signal. Do you, like...
Wait, who's your favorite guys?
May is Bay, by far. May is Bay. I love her.
It's Bay, okay.
May is Bay.
I'm loving Bastion.
That's I don't know. That's a little too easy. It's like no matter what you do, Bastion's player of the game.
No,
he goes in
he's-
turret
he's
mode
easy
and
to
kills
counter.
everything.
He's easy to counter.
How? Farah? And that's if he doesn't see you first. There we go.
You just got to sneak around them.
Oh, Animal! Thanks for stopping by. And yes, Hanzo's good. I'm not too good with them because I'm not a great shot. That's more the Texas style sniping.
Yeah.
So Black Widow, Hanzo, these are people you should look into as soon as you get in.
Oh, Pharaoh's good too.
Oh, Farah's so
like
good.
check it out.
That ult, you press her shift to jump high in the air off of a building, and you just ult, and it's just like raiding. It bombs over Baghdad. It's just raiding on people, which is really,
Are
really
you able to talk, Mech?
How's it going,
He wants to look
everyone?
at us.
Hey,
Hey.
What up, man?
Hey.
it's a party.
Sorry I'm late.
It's alright.
I had a baseball game that ran really late and almost got kicked out of the game.
Why?
Yeah. Just I'm up making really bad calls, and
Was he blind?
times to.
Was he what?
No, but he was old. He was old.
What the heck? Getting kicked out of games? Or
No, I
almost?
almost got kicked out.
Almost.
Got kicked out. Yeah. Doesn't count. I didn't get kicked out.
Alright,
That's
cool.
good. I'm glad.
Cool. Your record's clean, man. You got it clean.
Nah, you should have just swung on that guy. Fuck that guy. You old bastard.
I
Bam!
lost my job.
Hope your ARP membership covers this.
Oh, and Overwatch doesn't have crossplay. They said it's like too difficult to implement.
I tell you, it would have to be really hard to implement. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rocket League got it right? And there's hope.
Isn't Rocket League the car, like soccer car game?
Yep, soccer with cars.
Yeah.
But they got it
Yeah,
right, and it's
actually-
not like it's a turn-based system, right, where you would think it'd be easier to play. Hey, Ponzo's back. There you go. We got people coming back.
Oh.
I like this. Things are live right now.
Oh,
But yeah, it's just the technical difficulties in implementing netcode that goes between the 3 or 4 different systems. Because let's assume we have to include the Wii U, right? So
Yeah.
no, you don't.
the,
No, it does.
But what if we want Splatoon or crossplay?
Now with some.
Yes. So.
Like,
Besides,
get into a
Nintendo
conversation,
doesn't
like,
play
oh,
nice
you're a
with
Wii U
their
player?
IPs. They don't
Awesome.
share their IPs. That's all it is. They're intellectual properties for those who aren't familiar with the term. But Nintendo just doesn't share. Mario will always be on a Nintendo system or app. They just released.
Doesn't it expire at some point?
No.
Oh, that's a
no.
good topic. What about intellectual property becoming public? What do you guys feel about that? Should it never happen? Should you guys think Mario should be in Nintendo's forever and ever and ever?
No, it should
Well,
happen.
Would it take it?
the
Needs
problem
to
with
happen.
that is it's when you're talking about intellectual property, it's not like somebody's individual work of art. Shigeru Miyamoto made it, yeah, that's right, but he doesn't hold the rights to it. Nintendo has the company holds the rights to it. So usually you have the creative art or the creative works of a single individual. It becomes free domain, 70 years after that individual passes. However, Nintendo as a company continues to endure, right? Despite them losing tons of money again this year, the company is still around. And as long as the company's still around, they retain the rights to those IPs. That's the reason why we still can't get Crash Bandicoot back, because Sony was this week confirmed that Activision still holds that IP. It just... That's just how it works. That's just like saying, I'm going to take this IP from you even though you're still alive. You're just like, wait, but I'm still here. I still want to profit off this IP. That's what the problem is when you start treating companies like people. And that's really an American politics debate. Which we won't go into. So, to catch you up, MechTech, we were discussing basically coming up with not only a card game like we discussed last week for Casual Consortium and Terminus Gaming to play together, we were thinking of also a first-person shooter, and we were discussing Overwatch as one of those for PC. Or we're looking for something, it's also on console.
Is it graphics intensive?
Overwatch? Yeah, it's pretty as well.
Yeah, that was my question. Because I don't have
You can-
PC yet.
You can turn. I'm pretty sure you can turn down the settings really low. That's what people tend to do with games that they try to have especially multiplayer games. They want to have a further reach, like they did with World of Warcraft. They did with what else? I think Diablo 3, and I mean, you can turn down the settings really low.
Those are different things, though, right? So like,
Yeah,
Warcraft
but
3 and Diablo are real-time strategy games, and back then they were
Why-
even they like the
Well,
beginning
World
of
of Warcraft.
model-based. World of Warcraft
Yeah,
is still an MMO, and it doesn't have the fidelity that first-person shooter has, or the requirements for motion tracking or hitbox removal. You know, these are strategy games. As you click, you point, it's auto-target. You know, that's how that works. It's a different level of graphical complexity that I believe that's required to do. I'm just saying that may not be the fairest comparison.
yeah, that's true.
All right. I mean, well, I'll take a look at the settings and see whether it's worth it.
Well, we've got time,
yeah.
right? Nothing's,
Yeah.
you know, we know you got a wedding coming up and stuff like that. Nothing's set in stone anyways. This is a conversation we started here. They want to take offline and then bring back to our followers because we want them to join in with us.
Okay.
I
Yeah, that sounds
uploaded
cool.
on the chat. I put the minimum specs for Overwatch.
Okay.
So, sound
I
off
got
in the
this.
chat. Are you guys interested in playing, you know, either Hex or Pokemon for a TCG or Overwatch for a shooter with us? If not, like, what would you want to see us play? What would you want to play with us? You know, we would like to get follower viewer games in. Bronx Chica with the Overwatch. Yeah, so let us know.
I think I can do
Sound
this.
off.
I can definitely do this.
All right. So we'll discuss how we get those started and maybe come up with like community tournaments or something run, and we'll work with the Terminus Gaming guys to get that going. But
Not to like jump around and stuff, and I know I came in late, but can I just talk about a game that I've been playing real quick and
most
game I
definitely,
recommend to
it's a
anyone?
conversational
Yeah.
podcast. Man. Just keep it going.
All right. So I actually last week I started playing Unravel.
Okay.
If you haven't heard about it, essentially you're a small little yarn, and you're completing these stages where essentially you're reliving a human being's memories. The graphics are really, really good, and Sergio can attest to this because he was
Oh,
here
yeah.
while I was playing for a little bit.
I watched them. It looked beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful game, and the play is very easy, but it has you thinking. It's sort of like a Little Big Planet thing, but you have to use your yarn strategically to get through each stage.
Got it.
Knowing when to tie off, when to create a bridge, when to what object to use and for what. So I definitely recommend it. Unravel. It was $20 on the Xbox One. I don't know how much it is on the other consoles, but I highly, highly recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Gotta check it
I
out.
want to get it.
Sounds good.
I want to get
Is
it.
it like
Check it
Limbo?
out.
Have you ever played Limbo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Are they similar?
Yeah, very, very similar, actually. Yeah.
But Limbo was the shit, I gotta say.
All right, I haven't played either, so I most definitely will. I got an email from EA because they're like, play Unravel. Open up Origin, here's Unravel. I was just like, please stop. But now that I have a review, I'll take a look at it. Most definitely, we'll take a look into it. A report
It's
back.
definitely entertaining and relaxing. Like I came home early from work. Had a very stressful moment at work, so I came home early and, I just played the game and I just completely took my mind off of everything else that was happening, and it was great.
And that's the best type. That's the best praise you can give a game. Really, it's just like I really needed to zone out, or I really wanted to have a fun experience, and it's just hit the spot. And that's really the best praise you can give a game, in my opinion. So that sounds good. But let's move on to topic of the show, which would be the end game. And what I mean by that really is sort of staying interested and focused in a game, why we don't stay interested and focused in some games, or why games lose our interest. Because it's more than just the backlog that we have. Everybody has it. We talk about it all the time. The backlog of hundreds and hundreds of games that we own that we've never even launched or played. And
Dude, I got games that I haven't ripped them off the plastic yet, man.
exactly. But this is talking about the games that we did give that 15 minutes of time to, that we did try and just didn't get into, and the games that we used to like but fell into, I guess, fell out of favor with us. And I want to talk about what those games are for us, why they fell into the background, and what they could do to bring us back in or maintain interest. So I'll go ahead.
Right now, mine is Witcher. Witcher 3 on the PlayStation 4. Lost me after 20 minutes. Not because of the game itself, because of the goddamn control scheme.
I heard it's really bad on console.
The big... Where's my control? Do I got it here? Ah, it's over there. Give me a second. See, look at all these buttons. See, the biggest button on this thing is this fucker. The moment I touch you...
yeah.
the moment I just... Map! Fuck! I'm in a fight, I'm in a battle, I'm like, yeah, swing sword, swing, and map. Oh my god. You get too aggravated, you can't deal. Just fuck this shit. So,
that would be annoying as hell.
The game is beautiful, and they seem to tell their story great, but I don't have the patience to deal with your story. Map.
I'm surprised you didn't get it for PC.
Yeah, my suggestion was just get it for PC. I hear that PC has the best control schemes for it.
Yep. I've been happy with it on PC. I played it with the Xbox One controller, and I've been loving it.
I want a PS4. Who knows? If we get successful, maybe one day we can give away a PS4.
Whoa.
Those are dreams. Those are goals. Those are squad goals right there. Hashtag squad goals.
Sorry, but why didn't you get it on PC?
Because my PC's starting to become garbage.
He's
I need
lost
to
faith in
upgrade
the PC, so we need to.
Yeah. I need to upgrade my PC specs, and then I'll be
and
back in
upgrading
PC.
PC specs can take money. Money is a thing.
No, it takes money. It doesn't even can. It will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm well aware of that.
While you're doing it, you're looking at the next graphics card like, but I want that one.
Do I wait?
I don't know. I want that one. Do I get this motherboard? It's technically good enough, but I want that one over there.
Yeah. I just had to repair my computer, and I spent thousands of dollars on diagnostics and repair. And now I'm looking at it like the next stuff is right around the corner, and you are dangerously close to being obsolete for all the money I spent on you. Fuck. Like...
Yeah,
but no, it's still going good. Like, it's the PC. If you check my personal page, you'll see my specs there, and it's the PC that I stream and play on. So it is still holding strong. Like, it's not obsolete. It's just, it's not going to be top of the line.
If I get their own settings to max, not even think about it, then...
That's another thing, yeah. Like, I have some problems doing all the things that I was hoping I'd be able to do with this machine. So that becomes the problem. But back to the topic of... the reason why that fell to your backlog. So it basically control scheme made it unplayable. So do you think like making the is it configurable? Would making it configurable bring you back to the console version of the game?
Maybe I have to check, but fuck.
Or is it just too much to do in that game that won't fit on a standard controller?
Maybe, but then at least let me disable it. I don't need the map. I could, let me hit options or something.
Or like a mini map, Put that on the...
Yeah.
But to take me out of gameplay to go look at a map just for grazing this fucking huge, ginormous button, it's thick move.
I would say... Go ahead, Gio. What do you say?
Yeah, I would say that for games that I have, which really aren't that many, in terms of backlog, because usually when I buy a game, I beat the game and then move on.
Excusez-moi.
Whether it sucks or not, but it's just, I paid money for it, so shit, I gotta play it. But right now it's just Gears of War, the Judgment Day. I haven't played that one yet. I did give it. It's 15 minutes. I still have the 360.
Like
Yeah, the makeshift fourth one.
Yeah.
I still have the 360. I still have the game. Just haven't played it yet, and don't think I ever will. But it's just gonna sit there.
They really lost me on that fourth.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the actual fourth one to come out.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That game's gonna.
They could get back into that storytelling, which was great.
Right.
That weird level-based game, the thing they did was fucky. Best word I can use is fucky.
Oh, man. The one game I've been kind of, well, just to give an example, I have backlog on. I think you talked about this, Alex. Was that it's Skyrim. I played it I played it the first time. I got it like 20 hours in, I think, and this was before Steam. It had Steam Cloud Save, and my computer crashed. I had to delete everything, so I lost my save. I didn't back it up, and then I played it again from the beginning, which was annoying in and of itself. And I'm still like 50 hours in, but I'm maybe halfway of the game because I keep doing all the damn side quests. I can't help it. Like someone asks me for help in the game, and you're like, okay, let me help you real quick. And then it's like an hour-long side quest. Yeah.
Okay.
So
losing your save house is the easiest way to make you drop a game.
Yeah.
Happened to me with like Fear. You remember the Fear series?
Oh yeah, I played all of them.
I started and stopped that game at least 4 or 5 times before I eventually beat it.
Oh man. Just because I was starting over from the beginning again?
Yeah, start. Well, I guess I'm not gonna play it 4 or 5 months later. Give it a shot.
But I don't remember anything, so I should really go back to the beginning and start over again.
But that reminds me of Majora's Mask. I hate that game. I'm a big Zelda fan.
And people love it so much.
I can't with that game.
And
I love it.
I don't get it. I don't want to go back and replay it. I don't.
No, I refuse to. They made a remake, and I'm not playing it. And I'm like a big Zelda fan, and it's just
so
I don't
good.
know. I tried it for the first time, and it was just like game over within 10 minutes. And I'm just like, I don't understand why that happened though. Like it did a poor job of explaining what was going on. So they basically and the worst part is that that's supposed to be part of the fun, is that you fail and you're supposed to go back and do it all over again. But no one explains that to you when you just get a used cartridge. There's no booklet, and there was no internet when I played it first, or when I went to the internet forums, I was just like, look, you shouldn't have to use a guide within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
If that's the problem, then you need to come with a tutorial or a booklet, which obviously wasn't, it came with the booklet back then. So I was just sitting there like, why does this say game over? Why did the moon crash into the earth? And why couldn't I stop it, given that I just started the game?
It's trial and error. My brother and I played it.
You can add that game to my backlog, because I still have it for the N64. I'm not touching it ever again.
And that's where it will stay, damn it.
Or New Vegas for you.
Oh God, that was one of them.
We played it for what, 10 minutes, and you're like, I'm done with this, and you never played with me again. I was like, but
never, ever. And the worst part is, I did Fallout 3, which I liked, and I just never went back to. So let's go into several reasons why I don't go into certain backlog games. Let's take New Vegas. I had played Fallout 3 recently. I liked, I'd gotten my taste of the post-apocalyptic, radioactive future, and then playing New Vegas was just like an old western version of that, and I just really didn't care for the setting. So I was just like, I'm not doing this again. I didn't even finish 3, and the setting is boring as fuck. Get me out. Just get me out. Just get me out. So that was never gonna happen. I played 3. I got stuck in some museum, which I can't seem to get out of, or I can't get through because there's giant mutants and I have no ammo or Nuka-Cola or whatever it is you use to replenish health and everything. So I just dropped the whole game. I was just like, I have other things to play. This is not... You dropped down that priority list so fast.
Which game was this?
Fallout 3 for the PS.
Oh, Fallout 3.
And people love that game.
I passed that one.
They're really great games, and...
I still haven't beat Vegas, by the way.
Yeah.
I started that game like 3 times also.
Another one, BioShock, the original BioShock. I think I played a demo of it. And
BioShock
I
series
the game, and I was just like, nope.
Gold. Wow. You just gotta play BioShock. You got to.
Yeah, I gotta play
BioShock
I gotta play Half-Life. I never did Half-Life
right.
1. I played like 8 hours of that game. I got stuck in I got out, which I'm assuming was a goal, but apparently it's not. And then I get shot down by this helicopter or something, and I fought so many monsters. I climbed a cliff. I fought all these freaking zombie crab face eating motherfuckers, and now it's just like I'm tired. I'm really there's seemingly no end to this. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm supposed to survive and get out, but the minute I get out, I can't survive. So what the fuck is the point? I felt lied to. I was like, all right, Gordon, we just gotta make it to the surface and escape this whole thing. And because honestly, real Alex would have been like, I'm out, fuck this, bye. And now it's just like, I'm out, get shot by a helicopter and die. And that's not what I wanted out of the game.
They were trying to contain the situation. You were part of it.
I'm part of the situation. You can tame these nuts. I gotta play something else.
Alright.
But I mean, God bless the people who love it. I see people talking in things like Diablo and Portal. I fell asleep
Yo,
on
listen,
Diablo.
bro, Sheikah, Portal is gold.
Portal was fun.
Yeah,
Portal was a
good.
nice puzzle game. It's something that you don't play straight through. Portal is you go in there, you play a couple puzzles, and you get stuck, you walk away. Just walk away. And then you come back the next couple days later and you play. Because it's something you don't have to remember where you were, right? The story is only as much as you want to read into it. Because apparently there's a really deep lore and background to Shell and Gladys as a sort of mother-daughter. There's a theory of mother-daughter sort of pairing there. But you read into as much into Portal as you like, and it's one of those games that's actually successful as doing that. So if you just want to do physics-bending puzzles, then you just come in and jump back whenever you want, you know. So that's a game that you don't feel bad about it. But a lot of the games with storylines that are integral to the game, you feel bad about leaving and not coming back to.
Portal 2 story was pretty decent, though.
It was.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Valve
It was
did
so
a good
good.
job.
Any of them.
Oh, you got dang. Gio, maybe we gotta pair up and beat Portal 2. I want to play it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
sounds
the end,
good.
the's cake. You should play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely cake.
There's definitely cake
Swear.
at the end. Go play it.
Oh man.
Which is good.
Alright.
But yeah, so let's talk about that, and that's just the single player games. There's plenty of multiplayer games that we fall out of for several reasons.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you, Animal gets it.
Yeah.
The multiplayer games, we're talking basically MMOs and online multiplayer games, and the stories are usually pretty good or decent enough to get you, or that feeling of progression. But when you hit max level, it's something that is referred to as the end game. What happens after you beat the main storyline and get max level? What do you chase? Why do you go there? Back to the game.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge at every game that's online, which is all of them now, has to do. They have to provide content that replayability. So what are some of the online games that we used to play and fall out of? And why did we fall out of them? And what would we do? Could they do, the developers, to bring us back in? Or what should they have done to keep us interested in the first place?
I mean, that kind of happened to me with World of Warcraft, you know? I bought the last expansion, I played a little bit. I was playing with family, but once my family stopped playing, I was just like, not much else here for me to play. And I mean, it's just more. It ends up being more of the same anyway. So I was just like, you know what? And plus, I'm not that into raids. You know, raids take a long time to set up, and they don't always. Sometimes you have to get everybody there again. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And honestly, sometimes I just want to get on, play for an hour, play a half hour, you know, and get off. You know, I want to see the. I feel like I bought a game. I never saw the end content because one, I never had the time enough to be able to be part of these raids. So I felt kind of gypped, honestly. Like, why couldn't you guys set up like a way to play it by yourself? You know, if you want to see the end content, or a way to play it with a small group of friends. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks, Bronx.
That's why I
You need
left.
to give me a good story. You need to give me a reason of why I'm grinding. What? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, you want to get that level 80 sword, legendary, blah, blah, blah. Why?
Yeah.
Fuck sword.
And then I think that also hits on rewards too. Like I just didn't feel like I was getting that rewarded because again, I wasn't doing the raid content. I wasn't getting all those high spec raid gear, which I don't know. It's just not great, you know. So that's why I haven't been back. It's been like more than a year, I think now, or 2 or 3 years actually. Jeez, it's been a while. But
So
hopefully,
go ahead.
It's kind of like me in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was just
Well,
going to bring that up.
Yeah, like I didn't buy Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 3, which is usually, it's very unusual to me because usually I would have them already and have, played the story mode. Probably gonna buy Black Ops 3 when it's cheap just to play the story mode, considering that there's a new game coming out soon. But in terms of online plays, like I don't have the time to invest that others do, where they literally play nonstop on the day of release and play for hours and their prestige to like within the first day. Like at that
Jeez.
point, like as soon as I pop into the game, like I just can't compete because
Once
one,
again.
I only play for like an hour or two at most, like one day out of the week. Like there's just
Yeah.
no way to catch
And
up.
there's something that people don't give enough credit to because people talk about how pay to win is atrocious in the competitive scene, which it is. But the other option is also play, and it sounds stupid because that's what you're supposed to do, play to win. And what I mean is about the time investment available to everyone. So people like us who have jobs, full-time jobs and whatnot, we don't have 8 hours in the day, or let's even say you get home from school at 3:30. I I'm still at work till 5, and I have things to do when I get home. I've got chores and other things to do that you may not. The 18-year-old in college who has a day off, who has 18 hours to put into a game, has.
That 13-year-old put 8 hours a day for a year in there. It's like,
Yeah,
there's no competing.
I can't compete with.
And then you get online, and this guy knows every nook and cranny of the map. He knows where to get away, where the respawns are. And you're like, well, I'm dead. Like the end.
Yeah.
Getting sniped
I ain't even
easily.
worth trying.
Yeah.
So what?
Can I play Counter Strike?
Go ahead.
So like, you ever play Counter Strike on the PC?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I
There's
have.
tiers
Yeah.
of players. There's the godlike player and everyone else.
Yep.
It's like, all right, well,
Yeah.
that guy was really good. I got to not play.
But
Another reason why I stopped playing Halo Online, actually, until Halo 5 came out, but because one, like the maps are really small, and you already have all these guys that are just ridiculously like prestiged. I don't even know what to call it in Halo, but I usually don't play Halo Online. And then the only reason why I started playing Halo 5 is because the map was bigger. The battleground one. It's it's a big map, and you get to walk around actually and not get shot as soon as you respawn.
Because they know where that's at.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's part of the game, right? Learning the map, learning the nooks and crannies, learning the sweet spots, and learning when to get out of those sweet spots. So let's see. I guess why it hasn't been such a huge outcry is because it's supposed to level out at a certain point in time where everybody has a chance to get there. Because, I mean, matchmaking, for all its issues, does the best job it can. So when you go to get in there, it's usually people you're first in. Like, the first day is like the bell curve, right? That first day is no one's ranked at anything. No one's had enough matches playing. So you're playing with people who've had 8 or 16 more hours than you. Because as far as the game's concerned, it's been a day. You have 30 matches here and 5 matches there. It's like, well, it's the first day. There's a lot of people. Let's put you in there. So, but when it goes out, so Team Fortress 2, the matchmaking gets better as the years went by. And certain games that come out first day don't have that advantage. Do you feel like that's happened? Like, the longer games get out, the better your matches tend to be? Not only because of your increasing knowledge of the game, but because of the amount of people playing. So you have to catch a sweet spot before the game population tends to decline for all the reasons we just spoke of. For running out of content, we don't want to do the chase anymore, or something new comes along that, or the biggest reason I find for dropping a game is your crew disperses. Guild Wars 2, I used to roll with Tex, Bronx Chica, and Texas X, and we were a clan, a band of superior soldiers. Our clan tag was Boss.
Telling you, the moment we broke up, that game was dead to me. It was like, oh, well.
And that's the problem, because
like the hook. And I was like, oh, well, fuck that game now.
And that is a game that I spent 8 years of my life invested into the lore and expansions of the original, as well as Guild Wars 2, and it sort of just fell apart as soon as that clan fell apart.
Damn.
And it sucks because I love that world. It's one of the few games that got me to actually read a book on my leisure. Like, I read the lore books behind that were released for Guild Wars.
Yeah.
So I knew a lot. When we were going into Guild Wars 2, Ruben can tell you, it was like, oh, I can tell why that's important. I can tell why that's significant because so-and-so 100 years back.
Everything.
Yeah.
So who's this guy? Why does he matter?
Well, back then
going?
you didn't realize that he stabbed his bitch in the back or something. You should have known about that. Bye. That's just how it is. And just losing a crew, can just decimate your love in the game, especially online games, which you need a team to do anything in the end game. Like Guild Wars, we had a crew of 4, but you needed 5 to do a dungeon, so we always had a rando or someone we could trust, roll with us. So even
Usually
getting a
rando.
group of 5 or 6, yeah, usually it's a rando, which you have to worry about either knew way more than we did and got tired of dealing with us, or it was just like,
Usually what happened.
yeah, essentially that was the biggest case. Was like, oh, these are the people that learned how to grind it for fun. They knew how to get maximum rewards. They knew stand here, do this, do that. You're in and out 5 minutes, and you can re-queue again. And we're
Who
just
has
like,
fun grinding?
we
Who
just
enjoys the grind?
no one enjoys the grind.
No one.
The whole point of the grind is to sort of time gate things, to get like legendary weapons and stuff like that look cool. Because once you're done with the story, you have to have all these game modes, and during these game modes, the only thing to differentiate you from the other person besides your skill is what you're wearing. So that's the vanity of it. I mean the Flameseeker Prophecies is a shield in Guild Wars 2, and I think it's the only shield, a legendary shield. And it looks baller as fuck. It glows, it has this aura, it's got a book on it that flips pages as you do skills. You know, so that would have been my end goal. But at the end of the day, if I don't have a crew to play with, who's going to look at it? Random people on the internet? Like, I don't care what they think. You know, it's
I would say whoever comes up with a way to, get past the stupid grinding that you have to do in games, like come up with an actual fun
If the
mechanic.
gameplay is fun, then, I don't mind. But usually the gameplay for the grind is not fun. It is not fun at all.
Or
It's
it
like, go
doesn't-
get the item for 1,000 times.
Or it doesn't hold up. That's another thing. It may be fun the first 5 or 6 times, but doing it to the level to get end game materials or end game content like legendary or high exotic items, it's not fun doing that many times as required to do. But it's a problem because you need to build that level of elitism. You need to build a reason. It's the easiest way for developers to build a reason for you to keep playing because there's something rare that not everybody has that you need to be able to fight to attain. But most people look at the ad and say, like, I gotta wait for this thing to drop. I don't want to do the work. But there's some people who want that item so bad that it keeps them playing and are hoping they're the people that bring the groups together because I need you guys to help me on Destiny. I need to do a raid because I need this raid gear. I need to get to 320 or 330 or whatever. And you're like, all right, fine, we'll help you out. And while I'm at it, let me go try to get this thing because I want to do something different.
I would say probably one way.
I say to do a grind because I like shooting things in the face, regardless if there's a point system or not. So that's fun. Alright, I could do this over and over and shoot you in the face over and over. But with Guild Wars, for example, you have to like go to this map over there and then farm this plant. Like, fuck you! You're just making me walk around the map, pick things up,
Remember
walk around the
champion
map.
runs?
Yeah, exactly.
When we first learned them, they were really fun. It was like we fought champion after champion after champion because we knew where they spawned on the map because people figured it out. So for those who don't know, on any given map, there are champions. There usually is 2, 3, or 4, depending on the map you're on, and they spawn on a certain timer. And some of them were so perfectly timed that if you killed one and you went to the next one, by the time you killed all 5, the first one spawned back again. So you can keep going in cycles, farming stronger monsters for better loot. But the problem is, people did that to get money or gold or their chance at better items, but you did it over
Those 4 slot bags.
and over again. Yeah. So to the point where I would be falling asleep just fighting these bosses because I already got their tactics down so much that it just you burned out on it. We just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. They just got to change that mechanic. Period. Maybe make it more skill based, where in incremental steps, as you learn better to fight something, and you get to see a reward of some sort, where like maybe on a boss battle, you see like maybe some games do this. Maybe it's kind of like raiding on WoW, but I'm saying like for a single player experience or like for a single person experience in a multiplayer type game, it would be better if you could somehow again like work on a boss and learn. Get to different stages as you learn more and more about how to beat them. I don't know, stuff like that, or maybe something that has to do with more skills. I don't know, that makes me start thinking more about VR and how possibly like real world skills of playing could translate over to like being able to play the game. So,
Okay.
You try Guild Wars 2 again if you want, Alex. I mean, really enough time. You could give it a shot.
I mean, we could talk about that, because there's so many things going on that I don't want to add that to the list of projects that I'm trying to kick off the ground, like the car game, like the FPS, like, getting this integrated with, Casual Consortium as a group, and then, getting tournaments gaming involved and all the stuff I'm doing on the side. Let's put it on the chalkboard. An MMO would be great because they're built for groups like us, but we should. That's a group conversation, and we need to pull as many people as in, so that should it dissolve, it takes a while to dissolve. Because if we do play an MMO, we need to find out what's required for the end game and make sure we have at least 6 people dedicated to do that. And as we discussed in gaming, the hardest thing to do is to get a bunch of adults to show up at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just really hard consistently. Consistency is hard. I mean, it's hard enough to get this Game Pass just going every week, and we're only doing this once a week for an hour or so.
Yeah.
If you didn't call me, I would have still been sleeping, dude. I'm still yawning right now.
Case in point. You see what I mean? Like, let's just keep the consistency going. That's why I said we got to start with the podcast and get ready to go on thing. And you guys are wilding with the faces in chat.
I want to put some faces. I want to be cool. Look, bam, cool face. Chat that.
Oh. Face. Do I got anything cool? I guess so. I'll just close my eyes and pick something.
Dude, they have so many faces. Holy shit, this grows.
Well, a lot of them are. I think all of them are in front of streamers.
Yeah, I think things like that. But all right, so I think we've had a good thing. We're just gonna open it up to questions from chat, but I'd like to close it up around here. How you guys feel?
Yeah, it's probably a good time. It's good to close here.
Yeah.
Good place to close. All right. So, first and foremost, thank you everyone who stopped by. Anybody who stopped by in chat, even those who lurked. Thank you.
She did chat. She did. I saw her.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call it out?
I'm sure she didn't want me to. She was already a little shy. So I was like, leave her alone. But next time, Late Night Victory. Look out for that one.
She's still here, then.
Somewhere
Late Night
there.
Victory, thank you. Give us the follow if you can. But we appreciate your presence anyways.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out with us. And everybody else, Ponceau, Bronx Chica, Animal, everyone who stops by and shows us love every single week. We've been going on, like we said, this is episode 8, and it's been just getting better and better every episode. We appreciate all the love. If you need to contact us, if you have any ideas for the show, things you want to send us, suggestions, even comments like, hey, we really like this, we didn't like that. Email's up there on the top right. Shoot us an email. Or if you want to tweet at us or, include us. Hey, Late Night Victory with the follow. Thank you. Wonderful. Awesome. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Tweet at your friends if you had fun. If you didn't, send us an email and tell us why. Just be sure to tell us why. So we can be...
You guys just suck.
Yeah, that's not helpful. That doesn't help us.
That doesn't help.
But, let us know how we can do better. If you need more facts, if you need more links, if you need more explanations, if you feel like this would really help, if things are going over your head, let us know. We get feedback all the time from our significant others, which we have roped into watching this with us.
Yep.
And we ask for it every week. And, no matter how hard it is, there's always something we can work on. So please just contact us and tell your friends if you had fun and if you think you have a friend who likes gaming or who doesn't, who you want to explain why people are so passionate about this. Shoot them the link. Let them know where we are. They don't have to make an account. They can make an account after they see us and decide that they like us, right? So pass us out on Twitter. Shoot us an email. Let us know where we're going. We're here every week, 9 p.m. Mondays, and there's going to be more like we discussed. And you'll see them on the page. We will be updating our page with a unified theme. Shameless plugs. Anybody want to plug anything that they're doing?
I'm streaming every day, Tuesday to Friday.
Man. Plug it.
From 2 to 5 p.m. I think it is Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys ever want to come watch, I mostly do virtual reality stuff. So I'm streaming Chronos still right now, which is kind of like a game like Dark Souls 3. A lot of fun. I still suck at it, but I'm still hoping to pass it sometime soon. It has a really cool storyline, a lot of good effects, and it's still a lot of fun to watch, at least from what I hear from people who are watching now. So.
Okay. All right.
Come hang out.
Sounds good. I also stream on Twitch on Saturdays. I sort of do the noon to 4 p.m. slot. I usually stream 4 hours of Smite or anything else that people in chat want to play. twitch.tv/pointblankpanda. The links will be on the channel page, so you could just follow us, take a look out on there like clockwork. So please stop by. One final thank you everybody who stopped by. Those who are still here to just hear thank you. You are awesome and wonderful, and we love each and every single one of you.
Except
Any
you.
last words?
Yo,
Thank
can
you.
you change your green screen?
Huh? No, not right. I could try it. Hold on.
You should. For next week, you should have like a theme going on in the back.
I try to
Yeah,
just
that'd be
make it
really cool.
disappear, but the problem with that is since it's, I can use the color key, and then I could select that. But it doesn't change anything. You see what I mean? Because it's not even enough, I have to work on it. But we can most definitely work on it for it. Let me change the properties of that and turn that off again. I'll work on it to make it disappear.
Oh.
Because usually I just make it disappear, so it'll look like my head will be floating, but we can do, I don't know if we can do backgrounds and stuff like that just yet. OBS is still open source, so it's not like fully featured, but it's really good. That's how we get the show running. And even if you have any questions, like how do we get the stream up and running? How do we get it to look like this? The chat's going up in there, because things that we do on the design. Let us know. Yeah. So thanks a lot, everybody. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
All right.
Thanks,
Later, people.
Bye, guys.
See ya.